In this video, we're diving into the essential basics of the Advanced Formula Booster. We're starting off with the assumption that you've already got the app installed and authorized in your mdBoosters account. If you need a hand with that, check out our installation tutorial video. Now let's jump into the mdBoosters App Center. First up, we need to pick the board where we're creating our formula. This could be either a main board or a sub-item board. Let's hit the New Formula button. This will bring up the formula editor. On the left, you'll find the formula syntax pane. This is where you'll type out your formula. On the right, we have the color-coded syntax pane. It not only adds color to your code for better readability, but also performs an initial check of your formula's syntax. The first thing to get a handle on is how to structure your formula instructions. In the Advanced Formula Booster, there are two types of lines you'll be working with: comments and instructions. Comments are notes you're leaving as reminders or explanations. Any line that kicks off with a double hyphen is treated as a comment. As far as instructions are concerned, they always adhere to a consistent format. They start with the target of the instruction, followed by an equal sign, and then the calculation. The target of the instruction can be either a mdBooster column or a variable. A variable acts as a storage space for values that you plan to use later in the formula. They are handy for breaking down your formula into manageable, step-by-step pieces, rather than attempting to cram everything into one line, as with the formula column in mdBoosters. Variable names should be enclosed in square brackets, while column names go in curly braces. Notice how typing and opening curly brace automatically brings up the Column Selector. It lets you choose the column you want to add to the syntax. It can be a column of the current item, that's how we call the item triggering the formula, but also from the previous or from the next item. You can even select a column from sub-items or from items from the same group, and so on. This capability stands out as one of the many unique features of the Advanced Formula Booster, allowing you to read or update any item, whether on the current board or another board. This is a significant step up from the formula column in mdBoosters, which is limited to interacting only with the current item. On the right side of the equal sign is where you'll jot down your calculation. Notice how entering an asterisk triggers the Function Selector to pop up. There's a variety of functions available, each with its own detailed description and examples. For convenience, if you need to reference a function's details while typing, you can pin its description to the top right corner of the editor. We've now created a simple formula that updates the start date column to today's date. Next, we'll create another instruction that grabs the number of days from the duration column, adds them to the start date, and then populates the end date column with the result. This is another groundbreaking feature of the Advanced Formula Booster. A single formula has the capability to update multiple columns. Next, we'll demonstrate how variables function by storing the number of users assigned to a task in a variable. In the following line, we'll determine the task's cost in hours. We do this by taking the variable which represents the number of users. We multiply it by the number of hours in a workday, then by the task's duration in days. Now that our formula is set up, it's testing time. I am going to split my screen so that we can see the mdBoosters board as well. You can run a simulation right in the syntax editor. Simulations use real data from your board, but they don't make any changes to it. We are good. We can move on to the next step in testing, running the formula directly from the syntax editor. Doing so will write data to your board, acting as the ultimate test. Awesome. Everything's working perfectly, just as planned. Now, the exciting part. Let's jump over to mdBoosters.com and kick off the automation setup. In the Automation Center, there are two options: using a template or setting up a board automation. In most cases, a board automation is your go-to choice. However, if you can't achieve what you want with a board automation, you might need to consider using a template instead. First, let's explore how to use a template. Simply click on the Templates tab, followed by the Integrations button. It might take a few seconds for the app section to fully load, so a bit of patience here goes a long way. Once it's up, click on Advanced Formula Booster and choose the type of template you're looking for. The perfect template to use would be, when status changes to something, run the booster formula. We could add the automation to the board and we would be done. In this case though, we're opting for board automation over a template, so we won't save it. Instead, let's close this window and head over to the Board Automations tab. Then, press the New Automation button and create the same automation we just created using the template. Board automations are typically the preferred choice because they allow for additional pre-filters as well as additional automations after running a formula. You can add them by using the plus button. I am always excited to see the formula work in real time. It's a thrilling moment. It's working flawlessly, and with that, we wrap up this tutorial. As always, we hope you enjoy using the Advanced Formula Booster as much as we did creating it. There's a tremendous amount of passion behind it. If you ever need assistance, don't hesitate to open a ticket through our app support system. We are looking forward to chatting with you soon. Bye for now.